Now, from 21Alive Plus, this is your Fastcast.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We are taking a live look over downtown Fort Wayne on your Thursday morning. It is Thursday, October 24th. Now I'll pull over video of me and Liz Braden. Liz, talk to us a little bit about this morning because we're starting off chillier than we have the other days this week. I do not have my winter coat out and I'm not ready to get it out.
Yep.
So talk to us a little bit about maybe how cold it really is.
Yeah, well, we've cut temperatures from yesterday almost in half for this morning. So we're back down to the 30s. And because of the temperature drop too, we do have some patchy fog in the area. So as you head out the door this morning, you might notice that, especially in open and rural locations, visibility in some spots like up in Angola right now, down to a quarter mile. Visibility issues will linger in the places that are already experiencing it for likely another hour or two. Once we get past 9 a.m., that's when we start to improve. But it does take some time, so give yourself a little extra time, especially in rural locations up to the north this morning as you get ready to leave. Temps right now are in the 30s. In fact, 2 degrees off of freezing right now. We're at 34 right now. We're sitting at 40 in Columbia City, 34 in Huntington. The rest of the day today, seasonal temperatures expected. We're going back into the low 60s today, Jess, and we have another cold front on the way tomorrow. For the weekend, upper 50s, low 60s with sunshine, not looking bad.
See, this is why I said we're going to have to bundle up. That's chilly.
Oh, come
for the
on.
week. I mean, it's chilly in comparison to the 80s that we were feeling. So
I agree with that.
I'm
will
not
say
completely crazy.
Mid to upper 70s coming back briefly next week. But those days that we have the warmer temperatures are going to be windy too. So it's,
I don't like the wind. It's always bad for your hair.
Well, just have your Beyonce moment.
Okay, Liz, thanks so much. We want to focus on some news headlines here this morning. In the wake of the death of a 17-year-old Northside High School student over the weekend, his family sat down with us. They described him as charismatic, funny, and sweet. The Northside football player was on track to even graduate early, and his aunt tells us he even received offer letters from Oregon and Ball State. They say the future was bright for him, and it hurts knowing he'll never be able to live out those dreams. His dad says he spoke with his son the night he died, and he says Ivy told him he was just going to a friend's house. At the time, he says there was no reason for him to feel concerned. The Ivies don't know why and how this happened, and they continue to wait on answers from police. We have more on this story on our website, 21alivenews.com. Okay, a Fort Wayne City Council member is speaking out and is upset after a vote to cut money for a full-time homeless advocate position. At Tuesday night's City Council meeting, members voted to reduce funding for the position to $76,000. And according to Councilwoman Michelle Chambers, that needs more funding. The original budget was just over $110,000, and Chambers was the only one who voted against the cut. She says the city has reached a critical point because there's a growing population of unhoused individuals and families. She tells us the city really needs to have a full-time position dedicated to coordinating services with our local nonprofits.
For me, to make a cut for such a critical position, I don't believe that was well thought out, because essentially that money is going to go just back into the general fund. It's not like those dollars could have been directed to another position or served any purpose.
Okay, moving on. Take a look at these. I'm sure you've already seen them. These are Asian lady beetles, and they have been popping up everywhere. These creepy little crawly critters look almost identical to ladybugs, but one noticeable difference is the Asian lady beetles have an M-shaped mark between their head and their wings. The bug was introduced to help reduce pests that damage crops, so once the weather cools down and there's no crops left, they start to seek shelter in warm places like your home. The good news is, though, they are more of a nuisance than anything, and they don't pose any serious threats to our environment. But as Kayla was saying this morning, apparently they bite, and they bite hard. And it seems like every single time I go out for the dog walk, I come inside and one of these is on me somewhere. They are literally everywhere.
Jess, you are clearly passionate about this issue.
Yes, I am. You know, they brought it up in our morning meeting yesterday, and I was like, yes, I keep seeing these everywhere. I have not been bitten yet. Knock on wood, where I don't have any over here. I'll just knock on the table here. But they're just everywhere, and they're kind of just up in your face.
Wow, I'm really surprised.
You know, they really meant it when they said they're more of a nuisance than anything. They creep me out. They're literally everywhere.
They creep you out. They're so itty bitty.
But they bite, Liz. Have you not seen them?
I've seen them, but it's not like I'm running away from it terrified.
Okay, well, some of us are just more passionate people about things than others, clearly.
Okay.
I like to make things extravagant, apparently too much so for meteorologist Liz Braden. On that note, we're going to leave you guys with a live look over downtown Fort Wayne. We hope you guys have a great day, better day than bad news Braden over here. We're back here again tomorrow.